The father of history says that history does not move forward with a definite purpose, but it moves like a circle whose highs and lows are caused by human condition. And here we are at the 360 degrees of human life, and we are going back to the 0 degrees. History repeats itself. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Satria Arief Pratama from Taruna, Nusantara Senior High School, and at this time, I will be speaking about the waning of Indigenous Indonesian culture. Cultural diversity is a huge part of what makes this world, and traveling inside it is an interesting place. Yet, many of the most unique cultures that have existed for over thousands of years are now being wiped out by globalization, climate change, rapidly changing economic landscape, and a certain type of tourism that has sought to package cultures into seeable bites without sensitivity to their differences and needs. Because everything that happen is in causal relationship, cause and effect, and they are interrelated. Quoting the book Sociocultural Change by Sriana, that revolution usually occurs because of triggering factors within the society. As an example, when there are new ideas that are coming, it could trigger many opposition or rebellion of certain groups. The thought of reapplying principles from the past, or we call it retrovolution. Now, Indonesia is a very large archipelagic country. With many islands, of course, there are lots of ethnic groups in Indonesia. And with this ethnic diversity, it gives rise to a lot of diversity in customs and cultures. Even though there are many diversity differences, Indonesian people are being able to bring those things into a nation's strength. In the book Indonesia and Culture 2007 by Edis Diawati, each region have its own characteristics and terms in its culture. Although they have differences in terms, the meaning that expressed must always be the same. The Indonesian nation used to be known as a very friendly and polite nation by other nations. Mutual respect, deposit role, mutual cooperation, and the like to consult are now increasingly rare. The attitude of Indonesian people has begun to change. Some of the Indonesian cultures are now starting to disappear, and maybe they might be lost in time. The following are the cultures of Indonesian people that are starting to disappear, such as the culture of kissing hands to parents, or we often call it salim. This is important to instill our love for our parents, and salim as well as a sign for respect and gratitude for them. And then there is a right hand use. Maybe abroad in the world, in other countries, using right hands is not necessary. But that is not our culture. We must teach our children to use our right hand to give things, shake hands, eat, and other thing as a symbol of respect. And then there is a smile and greeting culture. In the past, Indonesia was synonymous with its hospitality and smiling. And do not lose this culture, because smiling is worship, and greeting can increase intimacy with people around us. The last one is the culture of deliberation and mutual cooperation. In big cities now, these cultures are now rarely found, such as in Jakarta, Medan, Bandung, Surabaya, and other big cities. Most residents in these big cities are only care about their own ego, and they are ignorant to people who needs their help. They are ignorant, pretending not to know their neighbors, showing off this and that, and even they like to take the laws into their own hands. There are several ways to preserve our cultures, including teaching our cultures to other nations, to other countries. By teaching our cultures to others, more and more people will know their own local culture and also each regions of Indonesia's culture. And this is important to preserve our own culture. Then, by utilizing social media in the era of globalization right now, by posting photos, videos, captions of local arts and Indonesia's regions cultures, by posting this, we are indirectly introducing our culture to the world. But introducing our culture not only by using social medias, but using our local product. Wherever you go, whenever you go, you use your local products or Indonesian products. Maybe you are traveling to other countries, you use local products, batik and other things that will introduce our culture to the world. And by that, we are preserving our culture, of course. And that not being influenced by other cultures. And this is very important. To preserve our own culture, we should not be influenced by other culture. Because in this era of globalization, foreign cultures are now very easy to enter Indonesia society, of course. And this is the thing that we must be aware of. We can learn, we can study from other countries, but yeah, although the cultures, foreign cultures are considered more modern, yeah, Indonesia is also no less good to be introduced to the world, isn't it? Indonesia has such variety of cultures. Maybe if foreign cultures are just like that, Indonesia has more variations. We can study cultures from other countries, but the thing that you must know, do not lose your own identity. I am Satria Arief Pratama. Thank you for listening.